Good evening, everyone. It's Jeff Higgins from Higgins Storm Chasing. It's Monday, the 15th of the 6th, 2015. Okay, we're here to have a look at the next 2 days at least, the rain event that's coming through Queensland and New South Wales. There's already been some pretty good falls. I'll bring them up now. Pretty good falls across inland parts or western parts of New South Wales, with up to an inch of rain falling there. Birdsville received 32 mils. We shared a photo of that. That's really good winter rainfall for out there. It's other parts of southwest Queensland, 10 mil. Mitchell 23, Roma 8. And the coastal areas have been receiving some showers as well. I know here on the Sunshine Coast we've received about 75 mil for the past 5 days, so it's quite damp up here. These are just due to stream showers coming in, concentrated over the one area. Up there around Mackay, I know they've had a little bit as well. Townsville's been light on, but then Cairns had some good rainfall. Cairns District, good rainfall over the past few days. Okay, so what's happening now for the rest of the week? We'll scroll on and get the animation happening. This is the live satellite and rainfall imagery from Weather Zone. You can see the cloud band forming through Western Queensland, Western New South Wales and Victoria. There's also a secondary cloud band associated with the second upper level trough and cold front coming through South Australia now. So the first one's been firing up some rain and storms. The storms tonight through there, I'll move on the radar in a minute. The first upper trough, that is combining with the surface trough. And this area here over South Australia is the main secondary upper level trough feature, which will move across and interact with all this moisture in Queensland, New South Wales to give us the next few days worth of rain and storms. Very, very good for winter. Okay, so we move on to the Queensland live radar now for the past couple of hours. You can see that showers are cranking in offshore there, just sort of edging in around the southeast coast of Queensland. These are set to continue here as well for the next few days as onshore winds are maintained. And will increase, we'll get to that, but they will increase through Wednesday into rain areas. You can see also along other parts of the Queensland coast there are showers coming in on the southeast flow. Okay, inland here we actually had a severe thunderstorm warning issued for Cunnamulla this afternoon. I think it was for damaging winds and large hail. That's now been cancelled. But you can also see on the lightning tracker from the Weather Zone radar, there's very, very good activity out here to the west of Charleville, east of Quilpie, and east of Cunnamulla. Also starting to fire up around there at Longreach. This is a little bit of a surprise for tonight, up here around Winton and Longreach. Didn't expect that. We did expect it to be further down here to the south, in the southwest corner. So hopefully some good rainfall pockets out there. A little bit patchy for now, but hopefully a sign of things to come. Okay, so we'll move on to the forecast and we'll explain what's happening here. Here is the next 4-day rainfall totals from the Bureau of Meteorology. You can see that the blue shaded area there is indicative of up to 100 mils, around about possibly 100 mils for parts of northern inland New South Wales there and southern inland Queensland, Maranoa, Warrego, stretching up into the southern parts of the southwest. Right, other areas around the green shaded are up to 50, and then as we come towards the east, they taper off a little bit towards the east along the coast, but you got to remember we have had some showers along here as well. So, you know, we're not that critical for rainfall along the coast. It's these areas inland here that are certainly desperate, and these rainfall totals will be very welcoming. Okay, so we'll move on to the charts now. This is the 24-hour, let's move my pointer around here, the 24-hour rainfall forecast from 9 o'clock this morning until 9 o'clock Tuesday morning. These are from OCF, Operational Consensus Forecast Models from the BOM, and are replotted from BSCH into charts that we can read and understand. Okay, so you can see that activity is starting to develop through central inland and southwest parts of Queensland, also down into New South Wales. Today it has been, and tonight will continue with conservative rainfall totals there of 20 to 15, 10s, 5s up around Longreach. This should increase, and it will. I'll show you that. Obviously, some places may miss out. That's Mother Nature. But we do hope that a rain band does develop, quite a solid band of rain and thundery rain, possible storms through western parts of Queensland and New South Wales, and then move east as a good band. So we're hoping that not many people miss out. They at least get something. Obviously, some people will get slightly more than others. It really starts to increase in the 24 hours from 9 o'clock on Tuesday. You can see that down here around the Moree district, 45 mils of rain in 24 hours. St George, 40 in 24. This is on top of what they were forecast there on Tuesday. So you can see there's if you go for Charleville, 10 mil and then another 25, so 35 mil there. Longreach districts, 10, 15, 20 on top of whatever they get tonight, 5 or 10. Okay, so it really amplifies the rainfall activity on the 24 hours from Tuesday at 9 o'clock, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, through inland parts of Queensland and New South Wales. It moves further east on Wednesday towards the coast, but the rainfall is forecast to taper off. We may see some heavier falls here, but generally 10 to 15 mil through there. Okay, let's have a look at New South Wales as well. This is 24 hours forecast from Monday from 9 o'clock this morning till 9 o'clock on Tuesday. You can see there's good falls forecast in here through northwest New South Wales and western New South Wales. Very, very desperate for rain up here around Burke and particularly Walgett. They're experiencing extreme drought conditions there. So all of this sort of rainfall is very welcome, providing it prevails or comes off. Again, New South Wales on Tuesday, 24-hour rainfall forecast from Tuesday 9 o'clock, punching right down in there towards Armidale, Scone, Mudgee, heading towards Newcastle. So some good falls through the northeast quarter of New South Wales there as well. They do taper off again on Wednesday as the system weakens and heads towards the coast. On Thursday, there's a southerly burst and a southerly change coming up here through southern and southeast parts, central parts of New South Wales, which will maintain showers and rain activity. So, another 10 to 15 there through around the Sydney districts. So what's been happening? Let's have a look. Since our last frost in Queensland and New South Wales, for the last 10 days straight, there has been an onshore wind flow. It came through as a southeast change, and ever since that time, it has been feeding in moisture into central Australia all the way in. We saw hailstorms at Alice Springs. We've seen rain in through there, rain up in through Northern Territory and down into South Australia, all thanks to this onshore flow, thanks to a large high-pressure system rotating anti-clockwise down in southern Tasman Sea. And when you get moisture feed in for that long, it has to eventuate to something, surely. Well, it is, which is good news. It's been many months since we've seen a solid onshore and moisture feed deep into the continent, deep into Australia for so long. So it's definitely going to produce something out of it. These are the 850 winds at about 4,500 feet. This is Tuesday morning, so I'm just going to show you and give you a bit of an idea. On Tuesday morning, the surface trough, or tomorrow morning, is expected to lie through southwest parts of Queensland, west of Longreach, down in here through Thargomindah and through Burke, obviously down in New South Wales. How I tell where the surface trough is, the winds come in from the east, southeast, they curl around down from the north, and you get this feed coming in from the west through Birdsville. That marks your surface trough. Two winds colliding causes an uplift in the atmosphere and generates showers and thunderstorms and rain, providing there's enough moisture, which there is. It does continue out into 4 p.m. on Tuesday. The surface trough then is still just to the west of Longreach, heading down in through the Warrego and Maranoa, down into the back of Moree there on Tuesday afternoon. Now, also on Tuesday afternoon, we have the interaction of this upper trough. An upper trough is an area of cold air in the upper atmosphere interacts with the warm moist air down below. You can see there minus 22 degrees at about 20,000 feet. Boom, up she goes, causes uplift, rain areas and some thunderstorms. Obviously, if this was a summertime setup, we'd have severe thunderstorms cranking out there galore. But because of the cooler temperatures during the day, there's less lift, but still enough to provide some thunderstorms and certainly rain. Now, if we move on to 4 o'clock Wednesday morning, okay, this becomes quite significant here. You can see the areas marked there in red. That's these surface trough winds. They're really ripping in. Anywhere from, say, Mitchell down in there to Moree and Armidale early on Wednesday morning. Very sharp, deep surface trough in that region. Causes a lot of lift and activity in that area. So I expect some good falls, good rainfalls, possible thunderstorms occurring in through those districts. These are the areas that are going for a potential of 100 mil. Anywhere from Mitchell down through St George, Western Darling Downs, and the northwest central parts of New South Wales, whatever it is. Slopes and plains, I'll get it right. So that's really a really solid feature for this time of year to have that such a deep surface trough. And you can see the upper trough out here just behind to the west. As the temperature grades down, it causes all that instability in here to produce rain and storms. It's quite a good one too at minus 22 degrees there at 20,000 feet. As we progress through Wednesday, that surface trough gets a wriggle on and it starts to move towards the southeast coast, central coast of Queensland, and certainly into northeast New South Wales and central New South Wales. You can sort of see it there from, let's say, Taroom, between Taroom and Mundubbera, through Dalby, Toowoomba, down to Coffs. Okay, tends to dry out behind. That's dry air coming in behind there. So all activity will be focused then into the southeast parts of Queensland, central parts of Queensland. We are expecting quite a rainy day anywhere east of that surface trough as it moves through. See, when the surface trough moves through, it clears the weather with it. You can see the upper level trough lagging back there a little bit now. Maybe that's why the rainfall intensity drops off towards the coast, starting to warm up a little bit. Neg 21, Neg 14s up here in SEQ 13. So the upper trough is starting to weaken and warm up there by 1 p.m. Wednesday. All right, so that should help explain things a little bit. We have been forecasting this event since last week. The models have been very good with it. They've been very confident. You can see now tonight that areas of rain and thunderstorms are occurring through central and southern inland parts of Queensland. They will continue in this region for the next 24 and then start to push east on Wednesday morning and intensifying through southern inland Queensland, northern New South Wales on Wednesday morning, maybe overnight Tuesday into Wednesday, certainly. I guess people along the coast have to be patient when we forecast these rain events and we say there's rain coming over the next 7 days. That can mean right out to the 7th day. So it can start out here on the 3rd day, 4th day, 5th day, 6th day, and finally we start to get some activity over here towards the coast. But we certainly have been getting the showers anyway. All right, that's enough from me tonight, guys. I'll be back tomorrow night for a review and a bit more of an in-depth forecast. Stay safe. Let's hope that Longreach, Ilfracombe, areas around here in central Queensland where we visited recently get some much-needed rainfall. It's not at really the right time of year to grow any sort of pastures. However, any rainfall is welcome, and we do hope that they yield some runoff rain into some dams and local waterways and catchments out there to at least start something at this time of year and before summer. We do have an El Nino system forecast, which generally means less rain, higher temperatures. Okay, take that on board, but hey, we welcome all of these sorts of systems, and that's what I stick by, these systems that can bring welcome rain even during an El Nino event. Okay, cheers guys, stay safe.